Okay, so let's take a look at practice quiz 1, question 4. So it says let ages be this vector of numbers. It says for the numerical variable ages, write R code that would generate a density histogram with the following properties. Breaks at 20, 25, 30, 50, 60, 65, 70, 85, 90, 100. Color rectangles, dark magenta. Main title, ages. X-axis labeled as non-uniform bin sizes, and Y-axis labeled as density of histograms. Okay, so let's first talk about the R code here. Okay, so in R, so R is a computer program, we'll go to it in a second. So it's a computer language we'll be learning. So in R, histograms can be created using the HIST function, hist. Parenthesis v, where v here is a vector. So here's our vector that we of numbers we have here, and say I want to generate a histogram of my vector ages. I'm just going to write HIST ages like I've done here. So let me take this. Now let's go to R. So run our script, it's called. So there's a link right here, so I'm clicking on it. So to get to it on your computer, you can just type runrcommand.com in Google, and that's a way you can get to it. You can also run this on your smartphones, but you need a Run R Script app, which I go over in a different video. Okay, so let's click on this link here. Okay, so clicking on the link, it takes me to Run Our Script here. Alright, so now we have to sign in. So you're going to click on sign in with email right here. So click on this guy. So clicking on it. So for email, I'm going to type, you're going to type this also, AVC Math 115 student at gmail.com. So you're going to use that for the email, and for the password it's going to be math 115 lowercase m for math, so math 115, then sign in. Okay, so we're signed in now. So here's R, and here's the, we're going to type our R code right here. So let me just get rid of this, and let's just look at, I need to actually go back here a second. I need to go back to, I need my ages up here first, so let me just go back and get my ages vector, my ages vectors here. Let me actually, I need this, I need all of that. Let's go back to run our script now. Okay, so let me take this away now. So now I have my vector on top and then hist of ages. So then I can just press run script and scroll down, and you'll see your histogram here. Okay, so that's the frequency histogram. You can double click on it and open it in a new window. So there's my histogram. Okay, so let's keep going now. Let's go back here. Okay, so the thing to note now is, so note by default, the histogram we just created, it's a frequency histogram, so go back and look at it here. So it's a frequency histogram. This guy here, because you can see up here it says frequency and has the frequencies. Okay, here's a better picture of it here. So it's a frequency histogram, and it looks like the bins are going by increments of 10, so it'll be 30 there, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So we didn't specify the bin sizes, so R just generates some convenient bin sizes. But you can see it's a frequency histogram here. Okay, so to change it to a density histogram, we need to add FREQ, so frequency false. So this would be our new R code, and this would generate a density histogram. Okay, next thing. Okay, so next thing, we can change the bin sizes by adding breaks. So if I want to change the bin sizes, then I just have my hist ages, and then I have breaks equal to my bin sizes here, or my breaks would be here. So my first bin would be from 20 to 25, and so forth. So let's go to R and run this guy. Let's go take this guy, go to R here. Okay, so paste our guy here, and let's run this. Okay, so let's run our R code here with our breaks here, so let's run it. Okay, so scrolling down, you'll see our new histogram. Well, I'm going to actually paste this into my other document here. So I'm going to say copy image. So I'm going to right click on the histogram, choose copy image, then go back to my document and right click again and say paste. So there's the histogram there. So you can see it has the breaks like we said. So we specified to have breaks at 20 to 25 as the first bin. So if we look down here, that's 20, that should be 25 right there. The next one's from 25 to whatever that one is there. Let's take a look. That should be 35, yeah, the next one should be 35 to 50. So it'll be 35, and that should be 50 there, and so forth. So you can see they're not uniform sizes now, the bins now. Okay, and also notice that it's a density histogram. So whenever you change it so the bins are not uniform sizes, R will automatically make it a density histogram, so there's no need to put frequency false here. This automatically becomes a density histogram. Alright, so let's keep going. Okay, so now let's add some more features here. So say, now let's add some labels and color. So say color dark magenta, main title ages, X label non-uniform bin sizes, Y label density of histogram. So this is what the R code would look like. So you'd have your ages, then histogram ages, breaks, color is COL, that's how you write it. Then you say equals, and then you put your color in quotation marks. Would be quotation mark dark magenta. Then our main title would be equals, and then we want our main title to be ages. So X label as non-uniform bin sizes, and Y axis labeled as density histogram. So you write X lab equals non-uniform bin sizes in quotation marks, and Y lab equals quotation marks density histogram. Then you have to close the parenthesis at the end here. So this should be your R code. Let's run it. So let's go to R. Going up to the top now. Get rid of this. Click on the clipboard. Then say delete. And let's run this guy. So there's my output here. Let me just right click, copy it. Let's paste it into our document over here. So I'll paste it at the bottom here. Let me get rid of this one. So I'll paste it here. So right click and say paste. So there's our histogram. It has all those features. It has the x-axis labeled as non-uniform bin sizes. It has the y-axis labeled as density histogram. It has the main title at the top labeled as ages. And it has the color dark magenta for the rectangles. And it has our breaks, those specified breaks. And this is the question, I believe, to the practice quiz up here. Yeah, so let me just take it up here. So let me take it, copy it to the top here. So look at at our practice quiz question up here at the top now. This should be the answer. It says ages, okay, so we have that stuff. Generate density histogram with the following breaks at, so we have the breaks at the specified places. Color rectangles, dark magenta, we have that. Main title, ages, we have that. X-axis labeled as non-uniform bin sizes, we have that. Y-axis labeled as density of histogram, or just say density histogram instead here. We have that also. So this will be the quiz question. Done. So on your quiz, you'll have a question like this. You just need to write the R code like I've done here. I'll tell you in the question what properties I want. Then you'll write the R code below it like this. Okay, so we're done. So let's leave the video there.